Hey everyone, and welcome back to BiCo SMP. This season 2. Last episode we built this big volcano, and I'm not gonna go around the other side of it to show you because there's a very specific reason. In fact, let's go inside the volcano so we can't see anything that's happened over on the main island, because I have something I need to admit. So I don't know what it was, but my OBS settings for some reason just decided to go really weird, and I was looking through them the other day. I should explain, I recorded an entire intro to this video, and about half of it when I realized, hey, this footage is really, really laggy for some reason. It was like, the footage was in like 15 FPS or something, and that's disgusting. I think it was actually at this last, where's it? Trident drowned. I think it was at the end of the last episode too. So, also this group fund was doing really well. So I checked the OBS settings, and for some reason it decided to just switch itself to a completely different encoder. So yeah, I don't know what was going on with that, but that's fixed now. So now we have an actual intro. So the reason I'm not going over that is because I've already got the build done for this episode. It's already built. I need to re-record the intro and explain what we're going to be doing without going over there, which is kind of painful. I used to do that on my channel a lot. Record time-lapse first, record intro later. Not a massive fan of that video style anymore, so I've been trying not to do that, but unfortunately I'm just going to have to do this episode. What we're doing today is we're building a town hall. Very exciting. So, this town hall, you may have heard me say at the end of the last episode, I didn't really want it to be like other town halls, like with bricks and sandstone. Like, I've got sandstone and kind of like yellowish texture, but I've got some reds mixed in. It's a really cool design, and I'll get into the design in a second. But what I want to get to right now is the function. Paper sleeping. Next episode, we're going to be meeting up and kind of discussing it with a few other members. It's going to be cool next episode. I flew too far. But what's going to happen is the town hall is essentially going to serve the purpose as like a community area. We're actually going to have more than just the town hall in the area. We're going to have a few other builds, which all serve kind of different purposes. But for now, the town halls is going to kind of provide as, first of all, a base to kind of like put up signs and go, hey, this is what we need. This is what people need to build. And the different services and buildings need to be in the area. For example, I might as well mention this now. We're going to be having a shop registry, which I'm going to be building, like registering shops, and we're going to have a tax office, and we're going to have a post office. It's going to be a whole thing, like kind of this town square type deal going on. So that's going to kind of be the main purpose of it for now. But we're also going to have a system where, you know, those those government taxed diamonds, wherever they come from. Currently, they're just coming from end busting. I think there's like 20 in there in the chest or something. I was checking the other day. For now, we're going to be using those diamonds to kind of pay people to replace chunks of mycelium on the main island with chunks of grass, because I think that's going to be fun, and there's not going to be a resistance whatsoever. I will make sure of it. But yeah, I think it's about time we get building, and like I said, I'll go through the design in a second, but let's time-lapse it first. So I was about to take you over and explain the town hall, but then I found this fella. This is a naturally spawning brown mushroom. Okay, I'm gonna... there's another one over there. We had a storm on the island before when I was gathering resources, so they must have gotten struck by lightning. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. yeah, they don't despawn, I don't think, so we should be good. So yeah, here's the town hall. There's a sign in there. What does the sign say? I like the interior, very detailed. I worked very hard on this interior. I'm glad people are complimenting it. All jokes aside, though, here it is. Here is the town hall. Like I said, we have got those like kind of yellowy sandstone tones, but in doing this, I wanted to go very detailed with gradients and stuff. So that means we've got netherrack in the build, and also nether brick. Two blocks that people generally don't like to build with, and I don't get why. I wanted to do this to kind of prove that like there's not really such thing as a badly textured block in the game, apart from maybe like magenta glazed terracotta. That's a different story. I wanted to kind of prove that like you just need to find the right context for a block. Like this works in really nicely with the gradient here. Also, I've kind of done like shading underneath these pillars. So I've got the lighter textures on the bottom and the darker textures on top to kind of like show the shading going down. And I really wanted to go really detailed with it. So like there's like 3 levels of window here. That's not something I usually do. I wanted to try doing that. And like even like subtle stuff like that, like the stairs up here. I know I said this, I've been saying this constantly, but I really wanted to go extra detailed with this build. I don't know, it's just something I want to work on. Oh, that's I fell off. Okay. Also, as you can see, I've already started kind of putting a bit of a grass floor down here, because like directly over here, this is where the shop registry is going to go. We don't talk about the back like many of my builds. Mainly because this is going to be covered up by another build at some point. Like this is kind of Loom's area, and I want to either she can build something there or I will build something there, because I don't want to detail that, and I also don't want that being oh, there's more signs. The other side, that's blank. Is there anything on the other side? This one, that's also blank. That's just great. But yeah, another thing I should mention too, I don't usually use blackstone. I've always thought blackstone's like, it's got like a kind of purpley tinge when you look at it. I know you can't really see it here, but it does, trust me. And like, I think it works well here because we have got those purples and reds in the build. Speaking of why I chose red, it was mainly because, you know, this is like the main build on the server at this point. This is like the kind of meeting place, I guess. Well, not like meeting place, but you get what I mean, like the kind of central area. So I had to tie into like the main theme of the service, kind of, somehow. So I thought red, BiCo Season 2 logo, that has some red in it, so we're going to throw some red in there. Like I said, I didn't want to use bricks, because like that's like the kind of generic town hall thing. I know if you want to be pedantic, yes, we've got nether bricks, but like, you know what I mean, like the clay bricks. I didn't want to use those. I've used a lot of blocks that I don't usually use. I have not used a lot of mangrove ever. I've used a bit of crimson wood, but not a whole lot. And the blackstone, like I said. And even like you look in the windows here. I'll go free cams, give you a better look. You've even got like a gradient in the glass for the windows. I know it's not much because they're small windows, but you still get what I mean. Like it's not just all one color. This build for this scale is probably the most time I've ever spent on a build. Although that's about to change. I've been working very hard on something that's not coming next episode, but the episode after, when we start our mega base. Might as well mention that. But yeah, so overall, I think this is really good. I don't want to go into too much more detail because, like, I know not everyone is interested in my builder rants. But if you want to see more stuff like that, let me know. Because I do like discussing what's happening with my builds a lot. Even like I decided to mix some deep slate in here just because like it adds a bit of a different tone. Also, what I'm planning to do when we update to 1.21, I'm going to add some tough bricks in here to kind of add to the gradient a bit. So yeah, that's that. I fell again. That's it for the town hall. I'm not going to rant anymore. I'm just going to go back over to my base. But yeah, that's actually going to about do it for today's video. I also should quickly mention, as you can see here, I've kind of been tearing down the hill that was here. just because next episode we're going to be start work on some roads as well, other than just, building the shop registry. Because we've got a few things we need to do next episode, and this hill that was kind of in the direct line of sight of the town hall, I want this to be completely flat as you enter the shopping district. So I've been working at tearing this down, without a beacon, mind you. So that's fun. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe and all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next one if you choose to watch it.